What's up, warriors? Welcome to another Bitcoin price update. As you can see, Bitcoin started to come back down, right? We did have a nice pump up from the 30,000s to then the 40,000s, and then we had a nice move up, okay, from around this 44,500 to 45,000 area. As you can see, we had a nice single print to the upside. Okay, from there, we were trading sideways for a while, right? This is the range that we were in for, let's see, it was from the 27 around there to the 31st or so, right? So, we had a few days here on the sideways range, okay? And now, as you can see, Bitcoin's starting to move back down, okay? So, to me, now this doesn't happen all the time, okay? But as you can see, when you have this huge single print, okay, not always, but most of the time, once you come into this level, you will actually feel it, okay, and then at least feel it back down to at least the low of this where the single print started. So if this does happen with this one, that means that we can see ourselves moving back down to around the 45,000 area. And as you can see right now, it's around the 44,800. Okay. So from there, if we're not able to move from there, okay, and we're having weakness even more, then what that means is that we can continue going back down. Maybe try to trade this range here for a while until either we break down some more and fill this other single print here. Okay, as you can see, we have the single prints here. Okay, and fill those up and then continue going down again. If not, then if we do fill at least this single print, right, and we come back to this range, we might trade here for a while until we decide to either move back up, maybe back test here and then move to the next leg up. Okay, and if we cannot have strength, then I can see ourselves moving back down to at least this single print, which is around the 42 to 43,000 area. Okay, but this is why you need to be patient. Okay, you also need to make sure that you never long when Bitcoin or any other altcoins have pumped hard already. Okay, even stocks, futures, forex, any other stuff. When you see a massive move to the upside, okay, this means that it already has pumped. So you need to wait for a reaction to see what happens, right? What, as you can see, most people here were already longing. And if they did not have a stop loss, they're in underwater right now. Okay. Some people even probably got liquidated if they're using high leverage, right? So this is why you need to understand that when you're going into major resistance with a huge move to the upside, all you're looking for is shorts. Okay, as you can see, perfect example. You're looking for shorts. Okay, when you are on the downside, then you're looking for longs. Okay, so if you just switch that mindset, okay, when you're in super resistance, you're looking for shorts, and when you're on super support, you're looking for longs, you're going to be a more profitable trader. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just for educational purpose only. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Now, as you can see, what can happen from here, right? If we look at the 1 hour, okay, we have different levels, right? If we can if we do come back to this level, we can trade here for a while until we either A, we're going to move to the upside, or B, move to the downside. Okay. Now, if we do move to the upside and we come back to this section, we have to break this level here. Okay. If we can break this level, then we can see ourselves moving back up to around that 52,000 area, right? And if we can reclaim this level, let's say we trade here for a little bit, then come back, big test, and then move up, then we can see ourselves moving back down to around that 47 to 48,000. Okay, so then from there, if we can do that, then maybe we can see ourselves moving back down to around that. I mean, moving back up to around the 62,000 to 68,000, and maybe even all new time highs. But before we do that, you do need to see that there is a lot of resistance moving back here. Okay, this is not just one level and we're just gonna shoot back up. No, that's not how this works. Okay, you have resistance levels, you have resistance levels to the upside, and you have support levels to the downside. Okay, the main thing is always having a bearish and a bullish scenario for each trade, because let's say an example, let me give you one here. If you had at least a bullish and the bear scenario here, right? You could say, okay, let me see what happens, and let me see if we start taking these highs here, and then if we start reclaiming this level, right, and start closing above, then I'm gonna go long again. But you're seeing that there is a lot of volume coming in. You're seeing that you're reclaiming levels, okay, and then you have your stop loss right below, okay. So if you did this right from this section and it broke down, well, at least you were stopped out at a small loss. You did not lose much. That's awesome. And you could have now traded your bearish scenario. Say, okay, actually I was wrong. Now let me trade my bearish scenario. And you would have got into the bearish scenario with your stop loss above, and boom, look, you would have been in a profitable trade, right? So even though you lost a little bit here, you made a lot down here. So this is why you need to have those sections right in place, and you need to have a trading plan from the beginning. And if you do not have a trading plan, do not trade. Okay. Now, if you're doing this for the long term, where you're like, hey, I'm not trading, I'm just doing this to hold Bitcoin because I believe in it. I'm not gonna sell this Bitcoin for 5-10 years. Okay, well, that's different, right? You can buy Bitcoin at any price right now, basically, and in 5-10 years, most likely it's gonna be a lot higher price than it is now, and that's fine. But then, you cannot stress yourself out. If you're buying right now, let's say an example, around this 46,000 area, right? You're buying here, and then it dumps to 30, 20,000. If you're not worried about it, and you're not gonna sell it now, you're gonna sell it in 5-10 years, then there's no problem, right? You can have a 50% loss and not really worry too much. But for traders that are trading this every day, especially if you're using leverage, well, you need to be super careful, because if you're using high leverage, as an example here, if you're using, let's say, like there's people that use 100% leverage, which I don't know why, but if they would have gone long here, they would have been liquidated. That means whatever that amount of money they had on that trade is gone. Okay, if that means you had 100 grand there, 200,000 there, $1 million, or even $10, you would have been liquidated. Okay, that money is bye-bye. Okay, so this is why you need to make sure that you understand and you have your risk management in place, you have a trading plan, and you do not use high leverage. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this short little video. Remember, again, right now we're just waiting to see if we're going to fill the single print. Okay, most of the time it does happen, but it's not guaranteed to happen. Okay, this is not like 100% thing, but if you come into this single print, usually it does fill it. Okay, then we'll bounce around this section here, which is around that I'll say 44,000 to 45,000, until we figure out if we're going to move to the upside or to the downside. And if we do pump from here, then we have this section again where we're coming into around that 48,000 to 50,000 section before we can move up to the next resistance level, which is around that 51 to 52,000 area. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this short little quick video. Okay, make sure that you protect your capital at all times, have a trading plan, and if you do not have a trading plan, do not trade. All right, so I'll see you in the next video, warriors, and have a great day. And remember, let the profits come to you.